Sri Lanka. That's what I conduct a lot of training there. So let's talk about Buchanan office here a little bit. That's me, okay? So let's start with this lady first. Just what is your name? Sit down, it's no problem. Lady Wong, what do you do? Marketing. How about you? Marketing. Marketing. Okay.
My name is Jerry Pen. My position is US account support.
Okay. Selena. Okay. Sal. Sal. Arthur. Arthur. Sal. Malam Sal. Super talent Sal. You are the same department as me. Alright. Marketing.
Katrina, Taiwan sales. Fanny, Taiwan sales.
APM, Alex.
APM team. What does it mean APM? Oh. Okay, it's a new word for me.
Susan, HR.
Okay.
Rebecca, APM 2.
Rebecca. Okay.
Gina, APM. Angela, APM. Chris, APM.
IPM. APM. IBM is a big company. I used to work for IBM.
APM.
Okay, IBM.
Stanley, eBay sales.
Okay.
Bella, eBay sales. C, eBay sales. Linda, eBay sales.
Linda.
eBay sales.
Okay, eBay sales. Okay.
Good, eBay sales. Cici, eBay sales.
Alicia, eBay sales.
Frank, eBay sales. Okay.
Celia, Superview PM.
Okay.
Alex, eBay sales.
Okay.
Sharon, super talent expert.
Oh, super talent, technical support, huh?
Yes.
Oh, you really need to know a lot.
Albert, super please sales or customer service.
Okay. Seth, how about it?
Neil, super PM.
Danny, super PM.
Chloe, eBay sales. Fanny, Superview PM.
Okay. Okay.
I'm Jackson from Solar Baseball.
Okay. Okay. All right. So I hope I can remember a few names, but I need to upgrade my memory too. So we work for the memory company, but my memory is getting really bad now. How can I remember everybody's name, right? But anyway, yes. Today we're going to go over three main things. First of all, we're going to go over our company overview product line. That's number one. Number two, we're going to go over the product line specification. Okay. Number three, that's we're going to go over the production testing and production, supporting and how the sales work with the production people to get the product, delivered to the customer on time, right? So that's today's session. Let's go over the company overview a little bit. Can you see it's clear?
No.
Oh no. Maybe we need to block the sun, huh? Let's see it's clear. No? You see it? This side we cannot. Okay. As you guys know, my lab has been around for 26 years. So after that, we turn on another company name. It's called Super Talent, right? My lab is really a distribution. We carry all kind of electronic device, electronic product like main board, CPU, video card, speaker. You know, it's distribution, right? So, and then Mr. Ma, who is our president, you know, try to get into the development. So we have Super Talent. At Super Talent, we are OEM company, CDM company. It's meaning we design. We have an engineer team for design, development, also for marketing. So we compete with all the companies like ADATA, Kingston, Corsair. So Super Talent is really totally, you know, engineering development and engineering design. So all our products like SSD, USB, also is memory. So we our own design and we sell to our end user and we sell to retail. So this is all our product. Okay. So that's why we have 26 years in the market. So Informicro in Shenzhen is a factory. Factory means they build all kind of product for us. USB, SSD, memory. So all the product we build it in this factory, Shenzhen. So there's about 1,000 employees in here, right? So as of today, you see this building is about 4 floors. It's about 1,000, you know, square feet. So this capacity in here, you see all the equipment right there. We do have a 20 SMT line. 20 SMT line. SMT means surface mount technology. Alright? SMT, surface mount technology. So those machine, including very high-tech machine. So this machine can build USB, can build, you know, memory, can build SSD. So the capacity of this 20 SMT line is overall capacity is about 7 million a month. So we can produce 7 million a month, including every product line, right? The 3 main product line our company have is memory, USB, SSD. So happen if your customer was asking about what is our company overall capacity, the answer is 7 million a month for the 3 main product, right? Another important thing for marketing and for sales, when you deal with your customer, when you talk to your customer, you have to mention about our company overall is ISO 9014 certified. What it means ISO? You see, the ISO, it means is the the whole international community of engineering, of all kind of doctor and designer. So they all together come up with the standard quality for international use. For every company who apply the ISO should meet the ISO certified. It means they should meet the quality. Let's say set A. We should meet A or above the ISO requirement. So ISO 9000, you see a lot of company where they put on the side, okay, company ISO 9000, that's what I mean. They want to tell the customer, they want to tell everybody that their company is qualified for international quality. So this is ISO. We do have an ISO certification. Can you have a pinpoint?
电子笔有，电子笔没有。APR 有没有？APR 的电子没有交，自动翻页的什么什么。
Okay, it's not only that, right? Even we qualify for ISO, but our company culture for testing functional testing, that we do 100% tests. 100% tests, for every product that we build in-house before we ship to the customer. So it's happened if you want to convince your customer to say, okay, what is your quality, what is your testing, what do you do in your testing department? So in sensing factory, every single memory, every single USB in the factory, we perform 100% tests. 100% tests for the functional test and for the 100% stress tests on the MB level that I'm talking about on the motherboard, on the main board. So we physically put every device into the main board and we test it many times. But we go detail later. Okay, engineering capacity. This is a very good tool for your marketing and your sales department to know. We do design, the design center in the headquarters. We develop, I'm one of them, I'm an engineer too. So we develop the product in the center, and then after we qualify the product, and then we release to sensing factory. So we have a design of PCB, and then we have a mechanical design, and that you see the overall company, we do have 150 engineers. 150 engineers. So when you deal with your customer, the customer asks how your support, how your customer support, how your engineers support. The answer is we do have 150 engineers to support any kind of issue. Design, layout, process, quality. We have all of the engineers all over the place to support the sales, to support the customer at anywhere, at any time. Let's say if you not sure anything, you send an email to engineer. Engineer is supposed to give you the right answer for you to talk to your customer, for you to do some kind of marketing, right? So that's why 150 engineers here, including me. Me is number 151. Okay. So we are very proud that we're using the word excellent technical support. It's meaning we support everything, from the customer need. We support our quality, we support our team, our sales team, we support our marketing. That's an engineering job, right? So engineering is work very hard. So, but also in-house compatibility testing and system building capability. So engineer here, when we design, when we lay out the product for you to sell, for you to do marketing. So we study very hard, and we make sure the product we release to production is 100% reliability and compatibility. So that's why we have to conduct many kind of tests, many kind of function tests to ensure the new product is very good and very stable and very reliable before we release to production. So, for your information. So when you talk to your customer, you want to convince the customer to buy our product, right? To buy our product, and then you have to really know a little bit about company background, know a little bit about technical. So in order to convince the people to buy our product, so that is the winning key. So not only you know how to sell the quantity, but also if you know a little bit, technical in every product or the spec. So I'm very positive that you can sell a lot because you win the customer mind. When you win the customer or the end user mind, and then you can sell more, right? So you can make more profit for the company to pay me. Just kidding. So this is the ball random product that we have, right? We do have, like I mentioned to you guys, the three main products we have is the USB and memory and SSD. So in the DRAM memory, so we support a lot of different systems, right? Desktop, laptop, overclocking server, military, VLP, ULP, iTel. We go detail later on each of that. Flash product is we have SSD, USB, flash drive, SD, micro, CF card, industry, military. Anybody here sell to military? What it means military to you? Let me explain a little bit about industrial military. It means the quality and the test function is required more above the ISO qualified international quality. So it's required more specific, testing and specific device, because all kind of military equipment is really very stable and very reliable. So the product is always more expensive than any other product if we sell military product, right? Because for the government, So this is the product. SSD product family, right? You see, we have different kinds of SSD. Anybody here sell SSD? Yeah. Okay. Good. So this is we have it on the website, right? And Utah SSD. That we have all this information is really detailed on the website. So we're going to go detail later. This is just introduction about our product line to you. But every single book here, you can look on the website, and then we know more detail on the product line. Masterized SSD, right? Durai SSD, netbook SSD, this is kind. So it's the netbook SSD. That is what it looks like on the picture. Right? We have many different kind of netbook SSD. Flash disk drive, flash disk module. And USB. So I think we are here sell a lot of USB. Want to know? We have many kind of USB configuration. USB is a little bit more simple than memory. So I like to focus on memory. Memory overclocking is we can make more profits. Like one of the memory compared compared to the USB is about 20 times different. Okay, the pricing in 20 times different. So this is the memory, right? You see the server and workstation DIMM. So the memory, right? We have DDR1, DDR2, DDR3. DDR1 is about 20 years ago, right? So it's been obsolete, but people still can use it. That's why you sell, you marketing, you need to know the difference between DDR1, DDR2, and DDR3. Okay? So we go detail to the product line later. So this is the package of memory, right? And sometimes this package can cost up to $500 USA. But $500 is equal to how much RMB? About 3,000 to 4,000 RMB. But if you say the USB is only $120 or $200 RMB, right? So you see the difference. It happened to you guys over here, if you can have a lot of customers who buy the memory overclocked, so you can make more profit for the company. So that is very, very important for you guys. So this is the product that we have complete packet in different kinds. So today we're going to go over this, and tomorrow we go more detail on the process. Also, this is the sodium, right? What is the sodium used for? Anybody know? Notebook, yes. So is the sodium the same as the other long DIMM, right? We still have different DDR1, DDR2, and DDR3. I will describe the difference to you between, sodium, long DIMM, and what is the different configuration for you guys to understand more detail so you can sell better. Desktop DIMM, right? Desktop is talking about, desktop with different spec and different speed. So also, this is another a specific memory for the VLP RDIMM. Anybody know about VLP? What it means VLP? Okay, this is the most expensive memory in all memory. So if you happen to have a industrial system, if you happen to sell to the server customer, a server board, so this cost, is the single piece is may cost to $400 to $600. It depends on the spec, right? So if you happen can sell every day, you can sell about 20 or 40 of this, or maybe it would happen is we have a customer, we can sell about 1,000 a day. We can make a big profit. So VLP here it means very low profile register DIMM. Very low profile register DIMM, very low profile. That means talking about wanted, and very low profile is just tiny. So into the server multiple member. So I give for you information to know that it's very important for you to do marketing and for you to do sales. That we company, including I'm talking we company, meaning Malab, Super Talent, Informical, Newfit, Wuhan office, Hong Kong office, Taiwan office. We together as a company. Okay, so we do have engagement with Dell Computer. We have some business with Dell Computer, Hewlett Packard, Cisco, and Sun Microsystems. Sun Microsystems. So those kind of this big guy is we have a business with, and because there's kind of very big company in USA, everybody know. So when you talk to your customer or the customer talk to you, right? They may talk about, what kind of company that you guys selling to, you have a partnership with. So you should mention, we have engagement with Dell Computer, we sell some product to Dell Computer too, and Hewlett Packard and Cisco and Sun Microsystems. Those kind of brand name for your preference when you deal with your customer. Okay. Okay, I give you a little tour to the factory. So that's it's about our company overall and product line and customer information for you to know a little bit about our company history. Okay, how long that our company stay, in the market? Anybody know? How long? 26 years, exactly. Excellent. Very good. 26 years, right? It's quite long, right? So some of us here only work 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, right? But the company physically, being built by Mr. Ma, our president, for 26 years. So it's a long history. So anyway, I give you a tour for Informical tour. Informical factory. If you guys know about, we do have a factory in Sanjing, right? So this is what it looks like. I hope that one day you all can go to Sanjing and then take a look physically how the production works. But anyway, today I give you the tour. I give you the tour and make sure this is not very real tour, but at least you have an idea. Okay. So as you see, I don't know you see it's clear or not, but this kind of picture, we have 4 floors. We have a testing department, we have a production department, we have an engineering department, we have a quality department, we have a PMC department, we have the sales department, we have everything in the factory. So this factory, like I told you before, a few minutes ago, that everything in here we can produce 7 million a month, maximum capacity. So it's meaning any of you here, whatever account you have, whatever product line you sell, the factory willing to fulfill all the requirements for you all. So it happens if you win in a big account from military, from the school, you have a big order, right? You work with the factory very close because you release the sale order to the factory. The factory go to build the product for you. So within a day, you will get your product to sell. So I hope everybody can get a big account, so it can generate the profit for the company, right? So and can pay me too. So that is the floor, right? You see another important thing, FQC. Anybody know what it means in FQC? If you sell, right? Huh? Quality control. You are 65% correct. What the other 35%? What the F means? QC is quality control is correct, but only 65% for the information that I'm asking is FQC. FQC. So F it means final. Final QC. Final quality control. That means it's the very last step before we ship to your customer. So yourself need to know our company have a lot of quality checkpoints. It happens if the customer asks you, how your quality? So the answer is, we do have a quality system in our factory, anytime, anywhere, any process step. That you need to tell your customer. And also we do have a final QC. So that means final quality control. It's a FQC. Same as you. You FQC means you have a final boyfriend. Right? You have to do a quality control for your finals. Right? So, anyway, that is mean FQC for you to know that the company have a very high quality control. So if you talk to your customer, whoever in the banking business or in government business or military business, so you need to talk about a lot of quality because those guys looking for good quality product to buy. So when you talk to your customer, you make sure to print up how is the quality. I'll go detail later. I'll go detail for quality inspection control later. Inspection on SMT line. You see this lady. They put in a magnify. It's 5 times. The magnifier is 5 times bigger. To inspect every single product or to inspect every component on the board before we put in the shipping department and ship to the customer. So, and before transfer to another process, like testing process. So, see the one who do 100% inspection for every component, every device on the memory chip or on the USB or the SSD. So, what it means SMT inspection? You guys know SMT, right? What it mean SMT? What it mean the word SMT? SMT again. SMT is surface mount technology. They talking about surface mount technology. That means the equipment that we can build our products. Okay, this is go a little bit into production area. You see this lady. It's a USB testing area. So the USB testing area, you see that whoever sells USB, these people in Shenzhen, our worker, we do 10 or 20 times at the time testing. But we transfer the software, we download the driver, we test in the open and so we test in the functional test for every single USB to make sure every single USB, shipped to the customer is good condition and good quality. So we don't just randomly test, we do 100% test. So the same at motherboard station and MB station here is all clock in and memory testing. You see, we do have about around 2,000. We do have around 2,000 memory, testing. Works the motherboard station in the factory. This is the office from Informatics. That's it from engineering, PMC, sales. This is a little cubicle. Everybody has a little cubicle in Shenzhen factory. Okay. Any question about our company product line before we go into a little bit detail? So let me summarize. Our company stay in the market around for 26 years, right? Our main three product line for Super Talent is memory, USB, and SSD. We also carry some other product like power supply, computer case, something like that. But the three main product line that you need to know is SSD, memory, USB. For my lab, we sell all kinds of devices. We are the distribution dealer. We are master dealer for Samsung, for Intel, for Microsoft. We sell their product. So that is my lab. Okay. Informatics is our factory. Okay. Informatics is our factory with whom we build all the product for Super Talent, and so also in the company office, we do have a lot of office around the world. We have in Europe, we have in USA, we have in Miami, Florida, we have in Canada, we have in Hong Kong, Taiwan, China. So we are a very big company, okay? So the overall sale revenue is about, I think it's about $2 billion. $2 billion US for sale revenue. 2 billion convert to RMB. It's a lot of money, right? So, but that's why we're getting bigger and bigger, right? We're getting bigger and bigger. That's the sales team here. So we hope everybody here can, generate more sale revenue for the company. So, any question about the company overview? Like I said, right? Don't worry about smart question, stupid question, a stupid answer for me. Don't worry, okay? If you feel you need to ask, you need to raise your question about whatever, about my girlfriend, about your boyfriend, whatever. We can open up a discussion here, right? Like this gentleman, he may have 3 girlfriends and he wants to ask me, what he's going to do. He wants to upgrade the girlfriend memory or USB or whatever. You can ask me, right? That's okay. Maybe 4, not 3, 4.
Don't have a girlfriend now.
Oh! Don't worry. After this training, you're going to have 4 girlfriends. Because when you sell memory, it requires a lot of memory, right? So when you have more memory, you remember more girlfriend names. Just kidding. Okay, so you guys a little bit understand about our company product line, what we carry in our company history. Okay, now you have that information. So one of the parts to convince the customer that sometimes they ask about your company. So your company capacity, your company quality, your company productivity. So now you know. Okay, so we move on to more detail in the specific product. Anybody, if you guys have any question, just stop me, huh? Okay. Part number decoder. Anybody know about part number decoder? It's for memory. I don't talk about USB and SSD, but I try to focus on memory so we can promote memory sale better. So part number decoder is meaning when you receive the sale order, right? So it means sometimes you call if you maybe A-Congress and then E and then A and then the 12 and then 4. And then there's another part number here. Let's say B, right? Say 2 gig. 9. So when you receive the sale order or marketing information from our website, so you will see this is the part number. But how you describe, how you figure out what it means, this is the part number decoder. What it means for every single one. So W is mean for DDR3, right? W is mean DDR3. So DDR3, this is 800 megahertz, right? It's 800 megahertz. So U is mean unbuffered, right? Unbuffered, right? So A it means 1 rand, 2 rand, B is 2 rand, right? B is 2 rand. So I will explain to you more detail on all of this. Rand B, right? So also is module density, right? Module density is 2 gigabytes, right? That means 2 gigabytes here. And gap latency is 9. That means 99927. It's a gap latency. CL block latency. Block latency is like this. I will explain more detail on the system architecture. So anyway, when you see the sale order, and then you're supposed to know how to make a decoder. Every information here will pop on the web on the network right here. So this is the formula how you decode your part number. So the most important for you to understand our company product line is first number one that you need to know our part number. If you don't know our part number, and then you have a lack of information to talk to your customer. So the customer will ask you what it means, W, what it means, you know. Because our system generates, we only have 10 digits. Part number. Only 10 digits. So no matter what, we have to make this, you know, within 10 digits. Because our system is only allow up to 10 digits. Different company will have different part number, not, you know, ADATA, Kingston, Corsair, they have different part number. We do have our own part number. The part number is designed by engineering. Why? Because when we develop a new product, and then we have to develop a new part number for you to sell. So every time you see the new part number, you have to look for the part number decoder in order to know the density and the configuration, the chip configuration, the module configuration. We go detail later. So you need to really know module density, you know, module gap latency, something like that ahead of time. If you don't know this information, it's very hard for you to sell. Very hard for you to sell. Okay? You see the module speed right now is really 2,200. But the maximum speed in the world right now so for overclocking memory, let me explain to you. So every company tries to build this product, very, very expensive. The customer. So why the customer buy the high speed, you know, product? For what? Memory with high-speed product, it can go to, can play a lot of game application. Overclocking memory means to you is we can have a lot of application open at the same time. We have a video game. The graphics, you know, you control the graphics is stable. So that's called overclocking memory. Overclock, it means it forms the over standard. So let me explain to you what is the difference between standard product and overclock. Okay. Standard spec. We have many kinds, right? We have ECC, register, unbuffer, minimum, sodium, DL. So, but overclock product is, the speed is higher, but the standard product is only up to 1600. Why is the difference in standard product is JDEC design. The standard product is more, the compatibility to you outside the market with more main board. It's compatible. It's compatible with a lot of main board. But overclocking product is very high-end technology, high-end product that is only compatible with few motherboard on the market with CPU and with MB. So the product is different. The standard product is really, you know, the pricing is really less than the overclocking, a lot. So when you happen to sell your overclocking product, you can make more money, right? The profit is very big because it's very specialty to make the product. So the overclock, that means, you know, it's over forcing the voltage, DRAM voltage is over, you know, the speed. So it's like this we have our own law, our own policy to make the overclock. But the standard spec is you have to be international, JDEC design, JDEC law, JDEC policy. So that is the two different, right? You see, this can go up to 2,400. This is the maximum speed as of today in the whole world. So we can produce up to 2,400 megahertz. That's the highest speed for memory, right? So you're going to have all of this decoder part number in the system. Any one of you who want to have this data, please just ask Delia to get it. Okay? I put every information here for you to use. Any other question before we go on to different part, guys? Any question? Yes.
So could you please explain the latency more detailed for us?
Absolutely, very good question. That's what I'm going to do. Latency is more important to know. Yes, we're going to go that part really soon, right now. Right? Good question. Can you see? Okay. Before we go to the latency, what is your name again?
Kara.
Kara. So we're going to go to the beginning first. After, you know, we go down to the part, you know, CL, the clock latency, what it means, and what is the difference, and what it's used for in the memory market, right? So as you know, in our system, the desktop or laptop, we have the two hardware important is the CPU chipset. CPU chipset and the memory need to work together well. And also it's related with the main board, right? Right? So this is I call the system architecture is that's one of the CPU from Intel, right? From AMD from Intel CPU. So the CPU already built in the memory controller to interface with the memory bus. So they both have to work very close. So this is, as you see, the memory controller circuit is provide an interface between the CPU and the memory via the memory bus. So you see a little bit more detail, right? But all you need to know for sales and marketing is how the CPU work with the memory, how the architecture work together. So when your customer asks, oh, I have this CPU and I buy this memory, how it works. So it depends on the CPU chipset, depend on the spec, right? Depend on the memory that you buy, and then it's going to compatible with the CPU. So the two things have to be really together, also with the mainboard together to make the system faster and more reliable. So you need to know that, okay, the memory duty is interfaced direct to the memory by the memory bus, via the memory bus. Let's go to the memory bus. Okay, so between the CPU and memory, they have the single channel and dual channel. So this the dual channel is very important between the memory controller with the memory bus together. So what it do is it boosts the performance by doubling memory bandwidth. This is for feature and server, right? And look at the system architecture of the Intel. This is one of the samples, right? Again, all of this data is for y'all to use, for everybody here. So the system architecture Intel CPU chipset. So it's a little bit different from AMD, right? So the interface between the NOR grid, it talk to the CPU to the FSP, or show the front side of the bus. So it's memory bus right here. So all you need to know, this is more a little bit detail. All you need to know just every CPU will work along with every memory. It depends on the CPU spec and it depends on the memory spec. So we go detail tomorrow on the CPU spec and memory spec. See, if we buy a wrong CPU, it's going to work for this memory, or if we buy a wrong memory, it's going to work for this CPU or main board, the same. So we go over tomorrow more detail on that. Key memory signal. Here the question is, what is the difference right here? So on the memory, the last part number is you're talking about gap latency. Okay. The number one gap latency is the column address. Its signal is trigger the column address. So the gap latency is the delay from the gap signal. So when the data are available. So the gap signal is going like this, 0, 1, and go like this. So it's the gap delay. It's receiving the signal and sending the signal. So when the other, sending the signal, it delay, stop, waiting. So when it go down, it keep going like this. So it's like a wait, right? When you go to the swimming, you go to the beach, right? When you see the big wave coming in, you don't swim, right? You wait until the wave come over, and then you swim again. So that's what it means. It's the same as concept. Does that answer your question? We go more detail. So what it means, common rate is the delay from when the chip is enabled. That enable, when the chip enabled, that sometimes the chip is enabled, sometimes it turn on, sometimes it turn off to wait for the delay from whenever the chip enabled, right? It can be execute and make sure the clock cycle. It's make sure the clock cycle. It's made the clock cycle is 1 the clock cycle, right? The clock cycle. It makes sure, okay, the clock cycle, what is the speed, so it can send a signal. Let me explain on the board right here. We have CL7721, CL8, 24, CL9, 27. So the difference between the clock cycle time, the lower clock cycle time is the faster in memory, right? So it's very hard to build every module, but this one is more, when you sell the module with the latency 77 is more expensive than 999. Why? Why is more expensive? Faster? What else? We know it's faster, but what else? The 77 clock cycle time is, yes, it's faster, but it's also it more, the system is more reliable, right? It's more reliable, you know, to it's a function, right? Let's assume if this gentleman, what is your name?
Jerry.
Jerry. He had three girlfriends at the same time. So he opened game 1, game 2, game 3, and also his own game, playing game. So he also chat with the number 4 girlfriend, right? So he needs to buy a better clock latency in order to open many windows. So he can play game, he can chat, he can talk, whatever, you know. So if he buy, maybe if he buy the clock 999, so and then he may lose girlfriend number 4, right? If he buy 7, so he gonna have girlfriend number 4. That's simple, right? So the clock latency cycle time for the lowest is the faster and also is more reliable in signal. Sending the signal, receiving the signal, right? Did that answer your question, ma'am?
Kara.
Huh?
This is Kara.
Yes, Kara.
Thanks for your question. Thanks for your answer.
Yeah. Very good question. Yes, sir.
I have no idea what memory bus is. You tell me more detail about it.
The memory bus. Absolutely. Before we go over the memory bus, so everybody here understand about the gap latency. It's called our 4 area, right? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Right? Number 1 is cast. The column at rest. It's signal, the trigger of column at rest. Right? It's number 1. So the second one is gap latency, right? Gap latency is number 2 right here. RAS is the row address of the signal. Trigger to the row address. Right? Number 3. Common rate is number 4. You see that? Okay, now to answer your question, the memory bus, how it works. You see the memory bus is right here. We have the address, we have the control, we have the data from each of the device right here. They call memory bus. Okay? They call memory bus. So the memory controller, so the CPU is going to work with the memory bus. It's via the memory bus. So the memory bus includes address line, control signal, data line. You got this part, my friend? That is called the memory bus. So it's control the signal. It's control the signal between the memory and the CPU. So the memory bus is interface, right? The very first part is interface right here. Right here. The memory is interface between the CPU and the memory. Right? Okay? So the memory bus is included as red line, and you identify a specific memory cell with the data stored. And also the memory bus control the signal, it manages the timing and flow of data. It control the timing too. It control the timing when it flow the data, when it transition the data. So it control, okay, like a policeman. It's like a police, right? It control the traffic. Control the traffic in the memory. It's green light, go. Red light, stop. Okay? That's called memory bus. Same as you. You can control girlfriend number 1 and girlfriend number 2. Schedule, right? Monday, girlfriend number 1. Tuesday, girlfriend number 2. Friday, girlfriend number 4. So you are the memory bus. It's okay to have many girlfriends. You do it or you don't? Oh, you better buy memory. So you better buy the best memory so you can play game at night, chat to many girlfriends. Right? But it's okay. It doesn't answer your question. All you need to know with the memory bus is the control is manage the timing. The timing is control the signal. Okay? And between the CPU and memory is interface. Okay? It's like we have a policeman in the US in the San Francisco, right? California, San Francisco. Sometimes you see the movie. The police stay on the middle of the highway. So and then this way go and he put hand, and this way stop, he put hand, this he go. So it's a memory bus, the same concept of memory. Okay, you stop, this traffic go, right? But that policeman is punishment because he's doing the not good, so he's sent out to the street. Every guy is afraid, you know, when you stay in the street like traffic light, it's very easy to get hit by the car. So in the US, it's I heard some stories say any policeman is performing not good, and the boss, their manager will send them to the street to make sure to do a very, you know, dangerous job. So memory controller is also really a good, you know, memory bus in the memory system. Okay, my friend, did that answer your question? Okay, move on. Anybody have any other question? Yes, ma'am. Yes.
One of my customers wants to buy Apple memory, which can use iMac G5. The part number is T533UA1GB. But I can only find the part number in system. In our system is T533-1GB-UA.
Yeah.
So I want to know, is it also matched with iMac G5?
Yes, it's also, but though it's in the system for memory, right? T stands for DDR1, very old memory module, right? It's DDR1. Sometimes we don't have it in the system.
Oh, no, this is DDR2.
DDR2. So with the part number, you cannot find the system.
Maybe it's
It's 25333UA1GB.
Oh, UA123. Okay. You cannot find a part number in the system, but
Yeah.
you can see the other part number. That's your question?
Another part number is 1GB, not GB. So I want to know the difference.
Oh, the difference is the decoder is different, right? The difference is when it's all clear out, different A, B, you know, V, different voltage, different DRAM voltage. Then you cannot sell to the customer because sometimes, you know, A or B is called, this is overclocking or non-overclocking. or 1.5 voltage, or 1.6 voltage, something like that. So different voltage. There are different part numbers.
So 1 GB is not suitable for.
It's not suitable for iMac. Right. But I will go detail on the spec. The specification call out what it should be suitable for which part number, a lead. Okay, this part number is work for Macintosh, work for what mainboard, work for what CPU. On the next session.
I just understand that I can find the part number in our website, but I can't find it in our system.
The website, the part number is long ago. But sometimes you have to understand, our company cannot do inventory. We want to control our inventory to minimum level, right? Because to the financial and accounting. So our company, in order for us to generate the profits, we have to control our inventory, buffer inventory. So we cannot have every single part number on the website and we store like every one of them 5,000 modules. So the inventory very high. So we charge our profit, we charge our cash flow. So the company, yes, but if you enter the sale order spec, then the part will build it for you. If you enter the part number, you want to buy this part number, you want to book this part number. So the PMC will buy the DRAM and then build to the part number you need. But it takes a little bit longer because we don't have an inventory. So you guys say sometimes, okay, sometimes you have to understand the company culture, the company policy, right? We can inventory with the high-end product. We sell a lot of every day. But some part number, it's happened, it's long ago. DDR2, like maybe 3 or 4 years ago. We don't stock, we don't inventory due to the cash flow. We need more cash, to the market. We can buy and sell. But if we have a lot of inventory buffer, and then it's not good for the company financial. So, but we still can build it for you to your demand. If you have, let's say, if you have 1,000 modules with that part number, you enter in the system and then send it to Hong Kong or whoever, buy a DRAM and we can build it for you, no problem. But the availability is very less. Sorry. So, okay? But the part number is different, call out B or A, is totally different. Okay, totally different. You cannot just, using this B and sell with B. It has its meaning for the part number encoder. I will send it to you. The part number encoder for more detail on DDR2. We have that. Okay. So anybody have any question about this? I answer your question, right? Good. So as you see, this is the memory chip. We have any memory last night, and then it gives me a memory. Yeah, sample. The physical memory. Then it has Go to hit that and get it.
MIS.
Yeah. So the memory chip architecture is the chip here. This is what they call IC, right? It's like a Excel sheet. So everything in here is the data. It's the data. So memory chip is the cell with row and column, similar to a cell sheet. The chip organized sometimes 4 bits, sometimes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It stores every single data in this chip. This here. So all you need to know is required all memory. Maybe here is your girlfriend number 1 and girlfriend number 4 is here. Right? If you are a memory bus, you can pull any location here and send a signal to the CPU. I send you girlfriend number 1. I stop girlfriend number 4. Okay? Dim architecture. This is important for you to say, okay? Everybody do not sleep on this part. If you fall to sleep, you better wake up. Right? My friend, how many girlfriends do you have here? No girlfriend? Same as me?
Maybe you can introduce me one.
Oh! I even don't have one. How can I introduce to you?
Get married?
Why should I?
How old are you?
Oh! After the class, I will tell me more about myself. Okay? Okay, to answer your question now, before we can move on to the next section. I finished school in U.S. At UC Davis and UC Berkeley. I finished my engineering degree in EE for 4 years, and then I tried to get my master degree, another master degree, another 3 years. So I'm original from Vietnam. Okay, I came from Vietnam. My whole family go to U.S. 24 years ago. 24 years ago. No, I'm not Japanese. Japanese is not working in my home. They are away from. So my family, we call the boat people. The boat people. That means we take the boat. We escape from Vietnam to Malaysia. From Malaysia, we go to USA. So the story is. My whole family with the other family on the boat, on the sea for 7 days. 7 days. Day number 4, the boat is broken, the engine is broken, and no food, no water, and then people waiting to die because they're so hungry. There's so no food, no water. So up to day number 6, right? On the sea with dark, we don't see any land, we don't see any people on the sea. So day number 6, a group of people died due to no water, no food to eat. Okay? But I think it go to day number 7 or day number 8, it's my turn to die. So, and then up to day number 7, everybody cannot move. Just waiting, but luckily that we have the rain coming down. The rain coming down, so everybody have little bit, water to drink. So and then in the evening there's a boat from Canada, so passing by and rescue us, about 75 people. Yeah, 5 people died. 5 people died, and we had to dump the bodies to the sea. So I've been to a very hard time. About to die and about to live is me. So that's why I value what I have and what I do. So did that answer your question? You asking about me. So, but to be sure that I'm not Japanese. No. My mother can speak Chinese a little bit. My grandmother speaks Chinese. But my generation we lost because my father is a real Vietnamese. Okay? My father is a professor in university before 1975. My mother is a high school teacher. Right? And we have 4 people, two boys and 2 girls. My older brother is a mechanical engineer for the boat, for the crew. And my older sister is general manager for the Wells Fargo Banker in the U.S. My younger sister is a graphic design engineer. So and me is also engineer. But I've been over a lot of places, beside my family. So I know life is very hard to earn, like the same as you are. You right now enter in the sales department, in the marketing department, in anywhere you work, right? You have to learn as fast as you can. You have to learn whatever area what you can, right? It doesn't matter if you do sales or you do engineering. Whatever you can learn is good for your knowledge. So in the future, no matter where you work or what you do, that is the knowledge you can gain. The same as me. I learned from a very bad time and to a very good time. So in the U.S., California, it's not easy to live. People have to go to school and have to work hard. Have to do whatever they can do, right? So, answer your question? Me, not Germany. Okay, let's go back to dim architecture, right? Dim architecture. So it's the formula is called here. F bit equal 1 byte. F bit equal 1 byte, right? It's meaning one of the chips here is the 8 bit. So in the chip right here we have 8 chips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we tie from here to here memory bus. Here we go. My friend here is memory bus. Okay? At 64 bit Y equal 8 by Y. Don't think about much about your girlfriend. Okay? Don't worry. You're going to have at least 4 or 5. Now you have 0, right? So after you understand about memory bus, and then you buy a better overclocking memory bus, and then you chat to a lot of girlfriends, you talk to a lot of, girlfriends. Okay, don't worry, don't feel bad. I don't feel bad. I make you feel bad, I'm sorry. Don't worry, you're younger than me, right? I still don't have girlfriend now. Anyway, just kidding. So the memory bus, 64 bit equal 8 by Y. So everybody have to know when the customer is related with density and configuration, right? So this is how it's called out the bit and the Y. So each module is organized 64 bit or 8 byte data path. What it means 64 bit and 8 byte? That 1 byte equal 8 bit. And 8 bits is equal to 1 chip. Sometimes, okay? So that means each module, this is the module, the entire thing called module, right? It's organized into 64 bits. So 8 byte data path. So this is a very good information for you to know, because you need to know the difference between RAM and SI and bank. If you don't know this, you cannot sell memory. So that's why I want to make sure everybody here understand and knowing about memory, RAM and bank and SI. So in order for your information, and you can discuss with your customer. Sometimes the customer is asking you what is your module, bank and RAM and SI. So, but a lot of things that's confusing about RAM A RAM is a 64-bit wide block of memory. This is called what? A RAM. Okay? A RAM is mean right here. This is one RAM. 64-bit. 64-bit. The term RAM is used to describe architecture of the memory module. So you have a memory. Yeah. It's like this assembly. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. RAM is the 64-bit. They call a RAM is 64-bit wide block of memory. This is the wide block. Wide block of memory is 64-bit. They call a RAM. Okay, that you need to know. But the bank is different, okay? The bank describes the architecture of memory chip. It's memory chip right here, not a module. So the bank is different. The bank is not the module. Okay, the bank is the architecture of the chip. You need to remember. So I'm waiting for the module to bring it back. A module can have chip on both sides but still be single RAM. Okay, it means the module. I don't have a sample with you. Yeah. Very good. Thank you very much. This is DDR1. The module. This is we call the whole thing is the module. It's all called DIMM, right? So this is we call this is one side, RAM 1, RAM 64 bit. We call to 8 byte. So here. So this is another RAM. Some people call side 1, side 2, bottom side, top side. But for you, for production, they don't care. But for you, you need to know what the difference between RAM and side and bank in order for you to sell. Okay? You're going to have all this data with all of you. I'll share it for you. So it takes me, about 3 days to prepare the data, but it takes you only 3 minutes. It's not fair for me, right? It takes me 3 days to prepare the material for you to understand, but it takes you only 3 minutes, to download the data. So it's not fair for me. It's not fair for him too. Don't worry, you are so handsome. You don't have any work. What are you so worried about? Don't, yeah, it's okay. I'm just kidding, okay? Don't worry. Don't be so serious. Maybe tonight you keep dreaming about Peter. Say I should have 3 or 4 girlfriends. Don't worry. We should have only one lovely girlfriend. One. Right?
Hope you can get married early.
It's a 5-back time. It's a 5-back time. That's correct. Well, I don't want to talk about love now. Love is too complicated for everybody. So love is nobody can define, right? It's not like memory of side 1, side 2, bank 1, bank 2. We can define what it looks like, what it definition. But love, the question he raises, why shouldn't I have a girlfriend earlier? Well, it's very hard to define. No definition, no answer. Okay? No answer for you. Okay, before we go deeper, I think the class we should need to take a break time. Okay, before we go on to another part. So another part, I can show you my picture in U.S. My romantic car. I'm married to the car. The car is my girlfriend. Yeah, I show you my car later. Or maybe now before we take a break. Maybe I have it. Hold a second.